Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and today we are revisiting Goukis with the new Banlist. Here I'm showing the wrong skill. I'm showing life point boost. I only did life point boost so I could take a proper picture of the deck without all these extra cards this skill adds. So you're gonna generally use the main event Gouki. All you're really using it for is to add a Suplex. It also adds a Great Ogre. We avoid the Twist Cobra, we get a Rescorpio. I'll break that all down as we go along here. Now I can set it here. I just had to do that for this screenshot on the side, as you can see here. If you screenshot it with the skill in-game, it'll show you all the extra monsters. I didn't want it to be too confusing. So anyway, the skill adds another Suplex. We're down to one Suplex, kind of two copies of Suplex thanks to reinforcement and the ban list. That's because you want to keep finishing move and you want to keep rematch. They're both pretty core to what Goukis are trying to do. So you're running with two Suplex. It's not as consistent. You have three Suplex, but you're up to 22 cards because you do add a Rescorpio, you add a Suplex. Run 3 Twist Cobra, guys. Running 3 Twist Cobra stops the skill from adding a Twist Cobra. It's very worth it to be one card slimmer in your deck, and you need Gouki monsters anyway, so you can use more Headbat. Now you can use Headbat as an opener outside of Suplex, normal summon something like a Twist Cobra, then use your Headbat, throw away another monster, and then you can do your link summoning, your searching, and go from there. So generally all it's done is giving you a less consistent first turn negate, and you're hoping for more first turn disruption. Konami really wanted you to use the new card Expendable Die. You tribute a warrior, target a card on the field, destroy it, and draw a card, much like the Ballista squad where you tribute a monster, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. You just don't get to destroy, or you just don't get to draw a card. But of course, with all Gouki monsters, you still get the search. So it's essentially like you're drawing a card. Obviously, Expendable Die, you're getting more. But Ballista Squad is ultra rare because it's any monster. This is only warriors. For the sake of this deck, obviously Expendable Die would be better. But yeah, generally the same thing, generally the same idea. You just have a slower first turn. Now your first turn might just be some back row hate, a bit of disruption, and a set monster. Then you can search your Suplex with whatever monster you got destroyed. Continue on your turns as if you're a full Gouki deck from that point. So like I said, they're not as bad. You just don't get an Omni negate first turn as consistently. You have to rely on one instance of disruption that is vulnerable as a back row, so you could get hit by a Mystical Space Typhoon or stuff like that. It's a little more fair, less consistent. That's what Konami was looking for. If you really like Goukis, it's good news. They're still pretty decent thanks to their own searching mechanic. I've always loved Goukis. I loved Goukis before we even got Link monsters. Once we got Link monsters, I said they were the best Link deck, hands down. Then they got Master, and they were unarguably the best Link deck around. And now here we are with them post-ban list. They've come full circle in the Duel Links experience. So very cool deck. Bit of Duel Links history now, but they survived this ban list, still viable. So hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing Assetto Kaiba. We're going second. So this is going to show you how you run a second turn without Suplex. So a first turn simple, you set your Gouki monster, you set your disruption, you do all that. But how are we going to run it with a second turn? Now we already have rematch, so that's pretty easy. We're facing the Buster Blader. Cool deck. We get a Mystical Space Typhoon, perfect for a second turn. We get rid of his new trap card. He would need a Buster Blader in the graveyard to fusion summon, I believe, though. But obviously we're not going to give him another turn. We go with Rescorpio, followed by a Headbat. This is how you start off without Suplex, guys. Got to use that Headbat. Then we go, there's the Jet Ogre. Rescorpio. Headbat search, we already have rematch, so we go with a finishing move, and then a suplex for a follow-up turn, but there obviously won't be a follow-up turn. We don't have to really do anything fancy, unless he had a Sphere Karibo in his hand. We had nothing to worry about, so we're going to go straight into the Master, straight into finishing move, and it should be fine. So, not as well to do. We don't finish off with a negate, we don't set up a field as strong, but we end the duel just as quick, and all starting with just her Scorpio and the headbat. Obviously you need 3 monsters to actually use the headbat, but no suplex is the point. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Colin Kessler. He is not Infernities. Poor Infernities have gotta be dead. I don't want to even look at them post-Banlist. They've gotta be absolutely gutted. But this is our basic first turn, so we're gonna set the Twist Cobra. We got a Mystical Space Typhoon and an Expendable Die. This guy is the absolutely awful Mech Knights. They are just disgusting. There's good deck, but they're just disgusting. So we Mystical Space Typhoon, Expendable Die to make him bounce out. Now he has nothing on the field. We have nothing on the field. We search our suplex. 1 instance of disruption and a search. We didn't get our +1 because of the chains of effects. He chained his effects, so we missed our +1 because we didn't destroy him. +1's relying on the destruction. We still search the suplex. We still beat a top tier deck with the weakest version of our, or I shouldn't say weakest version of our first turn, but the weaker version of our first turn Konami's forced on us. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei. We're going first. He's on a tiny little win streak, going 4. It's 23 cards though. We're 22 cards, as embarrassing as that is. But we escaped the 23 with the 3 copies of Twist Cobra. Don't be afraid to do that. Here he Mystical Space Typhoons our Cosmic Cyclone. Totally cost him the duel. He's using Crystons. Can't wait to play some Crystons. They're back from the Banlist too. Super cool stuff. Here, this is going to be one of your prototypical first turn plays for Goukis now. Setting a Gouki, going Ballista Squad when you don't have your suplex, using your 1 instance of disruption to search your suplex, finishing him off the following turn with your search stuff. We destroy his Ryan. His Ryan would have gave him a synchro in our main phase, so that's who we disrupt. Since he didn't give us a boss monster to target, we already have our suplex searched from the headbat, and that's it in a nutshell, guys. That wasn't even our unexpected die. That was simply a Ballista Squad, so we didn't get the extra +1. We still have more than enough to finish off our boy with the combos as we search a rematch, and just another Twist Cobra to serve as fodder for headbat. He should scoop for us any moment now, my boy. Just scoop. We're going into Thunder Ogre. That means we're going to search with the headbat. Normal Summoner Scorpio. Then we got rematch, all that great stuff. But he finally scooped. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Human and Astral. We're going first. I think this is another suplex duel. Yeah, there were so many duels where I started with suplex. I was like, Konami, you don't have to sell me on this deck. I'm already a fan. I understand it's still viable, but they were really trying to hammer the point home that I'm still gonna draw into suplex. There's too many. I had to surrender so many duels because I didn't need suplex replays, and to show the other ways the decks work. But here's a suplex replay. So we already have finishing move. We already have rematch. We already searched another suplex. Actually, this was a big misplay, searching that other suplex, because now I gotta get rid of the suplex. We're using a rematch. Could have made this field a little better too. Going with the headbat first and getting the search, doing the Thunder Ogre, the normal summon, all that good stuff. Still pretty good though with our Omni Negate ready to go. And finishing move in hand. We do not get back row hate. That would have been absolutely flawless if we could have done that. We're still going to be able to negate the back row though. And we do just such an insane amount of damage with finishing move. We also do pierce. There is just nothing that he's really going to be able to do. We search for Scorpio, pierce an 1850 monster for a lethal amount of damage by a good amount. Still gonna start with Suplex, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are going first against a Bandit Keith. Perfect Slaven map for Bandit Keith. So we're starting with a Suplex, but I'm gonna pretend like we're not starting with a Suplex, okay? So pretend we didn't even have that Suplex, pretend it's a Scorpio. You set your Mystical Space Typhoon, you set your Ballista Squad, you wait for the perfect moment to disrupt your opponent. Now that sounds like an easy sentence. It's hard to know the perfect time to disrupt your opponent. That's where the ability comes in. But this, I know Evil Swords, so destroying the brand new Mega Chirilla, it's pretty easy. So he scoops pretty quick. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Jade, and we're going second. Poor boy was going to catch a rank up, but we definitely don't let him. We're showing Goukis main event. We have a Suplex. I swear I had to surrender so many duels because I kept starting with Suplex. They kept giving me Suplex, and I'm not trying to show a bunch of replays of just still having a bunch of Suplex because we only have one copy. Look at this guy. He's 6 Samurai. He's using something called Summon Breaker. During the main phase, the turn player successfully conducts their third summon of a monster. This turn, it becomes the end phase. Crazy. So I thought it was third special summon. It's third summon. So the normal summon of the Suplex, special summon of the Headbat, and the special summon of the Jet Ogre is gonna end the turn. Super annoying. We're still gonna get our searches. We get tagged. Should have searched another Suplex to follow up. I didn't think my turn would end right here though, but it does. Now he's gonna get a Dojo. There's one summon of his own. 2 summons on a Dojo. Now he can't summon the Shien or he will end his own turn, but he has another card in his hand. Look at the surprise he has for us. He kind of messes it up himself. He plays another Summon Breaker. Look at this animal. I thought this was gonna work. He's assuming it'll reset his effect by using a new Summon Breaker and he'll be able to do it. He could have done that if he placed it face down. You can place field spells face down and still activate them. So he could have placed it face down, did his summon, and then activated his field spell, and then destroyed my monster, and I'm taking a bit of damage. Would have been a much better turn for him. But he was testing it out. He learned today that as long as that Summon Breaker's on the field, it's the same thing. We get a Cosmic Cyclone. I have both rematch and finishing move. He's waiting to hit finishing move, believe it or not, this random guy. But I'd assume he'd hit rematch, so I'm trying to throw Cosmic Cyclone away. He just lets me do it. He just lets me get rid of the Summon Breaker, so he's gonna be in for a world of hurt. I immediately use the rematch. He doesn't even get rid of the rematch, so I go right into Master Ogre. I still have a normal summon. We're gonna search with the Suplex. Search with the Octo. Jet Ogre's just gonna give us damage. We get another Suplex with the Octo. Twist Cobra with the Suplex. We can normal summon the Suplex. We're at no summoning limit. Summon Breaker is gone. And now we're not even gonna use finishing move because he saved his negate for finishing move. I said we won't even use finishing move then. We're gonna bring out both a Master and a Great Ogre. Super crazy turn. And obviously we're gonna crush him with an insane amount of damage. As we used Jet Ogre, we used Headbat, we used all sorts of stuff. He's got a 0 monster. We're already looking at 4K straight to his dome. He's got a Shien, only 1100. We're gonna put a hurting on him, guys, so we're not even gonna use finishing move. Thankfully our boy scooped for us, which you'll see a lot. So yeah, still viable, still pretty good. Your first turn isn't always guaranteed an Omni Negate now. It is sometimes a Disruption. Sometimes you gotta start with Headbat. You can't go as deep as you want. It's just a... I mean, I don't personally think Goukis were broken. They stood up with any deck. Here, they're just a little less consistent. They were very good. They were very fast. That was the best part of them. So that makes a good KC cup. A lot of people don't talk about that aspect, but a fast deck will get you far. If something is fast in the meta, it works great. But yeah, Goukis are still viable, so if you're a super fan, don't fret. They're just not as good. No matter how you look at it, they're still good, but not as good. So hope you guys enjoyed. There's tons of stuff to do. I keep pushing off Rapid Raptors and Crusadia. So tough, guys. I just don't want to play those decks at all, but I promise I will. And we have this new character. I don't know if his cards are going to be good enough to make their own deck. I've seen them before in Master Duel, so we'll see how they do. But other than that, stuff waiting, and finally something of a bit more of a surprise coming down the pipe. Not much I can talk about that, but you'll see something like that soon. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.